Hey everyone, welcome
Hello.
to Feature Fiesta Wednesday. Jardine, I see your hand is already up. You can unmute and ask your question before we start.
Oh, I just hit the wrong button, but hello.
Oh, hello, man. How are you?
Good. It's good to hear you.
Great, great. Thank you. Okay, let me.
But on that thought, did you send me an email?
With that feature, that the payment feature one.
Yeah.
I'm still working on it, actually. It's a bit more complicated than I expected because when we talk about the APIs, it's a bit more complicated than I thought it would be. So I'm actually asking one of my friend to help me out in that, and then I'll be sending you in details. Okay?
Oh, I was just checking.
Sure,
Thank
sure,
you.
sure. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so for today's topic, that is an interesting one because our today's topic is all about the design thing, and it's about how you can create a web page which will capture the details of which will capture the attention of the person who is visiting that. So, what are the good things that can be done? How we can use the design feature to like capture their attention to basically let them focus on our product and make them purchase the product. Now, here is the funny part. When I say the word make them, that means I am trying to compel my customer to actually purchase that product. So, to do that, what kind of strategies that we can use within the design portion? That's our today's topic. And let me share my screen. Uh, if you don't like any of the designs, please do keep in mind I'm not a designer. I'm not very good with the design. I can only help you with the strategies. So the color scheme or the wording, maybe they don't look so good. So please don't mind that. And let's see. So this is one of the uh, template that we have created. This is like the 12-day Christmas promo to join Facebook group. And okay, it says to duplicate it. Let me actually duplicate it and then we'll start. Yeah. Okay, let me clone it and what's it called? Okay. Well, save this. Just give me a few moments to let it copy and then we'll do that. There we go. So let me first open its preview to show you what the design is. Now, there are two things that I want to express in here. Whenever you are creating any website, the very first time, the very first screen after typing in the link, that is shown to the customer, this is your main area. Now, if we scroll it down, this is your secondary area. Now, your all focus need to be on your main area. Usually, if I see something on the main area that is attractive to me, it compels me to stay here, then I might scroll down. If I don't like the outlook on the main area, I won't scroll down. And now your chance to grab me as your potential customer ruined because I didn't go and scroll down all these features in here because the main area was not pretty enough or it wasn't focused enough. So when we are creating anything on the website, do keep in mind if right now the technology is kind of advanced, though we are in 4K and 8K era, but at least your design need your website should be designed keeping in view that a website will be viewed on a HD monitor. That means a 1080p monitor. And that means the real estate or the area of the website need to be designed according to that. What that means is the canvas of the website need to be designed at least, keeping in the resolution in mind, 1980 multiplied by, 1920 multiplied by 1080. So design your website according to that. And when they open the website, this is your main area. Put your main punches in here. Like this one, the example that I'm using is for Merry Christmas. And right away, it is telling you to join a Facebook group. That's the punchline. After Merry Christmas, giving them the Santa Claus theme, and then only one button to make them join my Facebook group. This particular template is for anyone to actually compel them to join our Facebook group right away after the Merry Christmas when it is happening, and there is the button. Type in the name. That whenever we clicks the button, it opens up the form, they fill it. We got our target right away. But this arrow is pointing them what can they see? What can they get after joining the Facebook group? Here's what you will be discovering: Discovery 1, Discovery 2, Discovery 3. These are your punch points. Now, he was interested in, but he wasn't fully hooked up. He didn't click this button. Then there is this other method that is pointing him to the unique features about your product, and that will ultimately make him click on the button below that. Now, once he scroll down, your potential customers scroll down to read these features, we need to place the button below that as well. So he doesn't have to scroll up and to click it. He would have that conveniently in front of his site. Now, that is like a psychological factor. If you don't put the button below the unique features, and even though he liked the feature, when he's scrolling up, he might, should I join it? I'll think about it. He'll go away. So don't let him go away. Put the button right there so he would be compelled to click that. And the wording, like right here, reserve your spot now before it's too late. This is creating an urgency in here to make him compelled to join that Facebook group. Now, let's see what we can do with the design.
Can I ask a question on that real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, in like long format, it used to be, one button, 28 pages after scrolling, right? Like it was long content. Has it become more common practice to like almost every section have the button, or what do you, just in general?
I would suggest.
I mean, it's not always.
In general, what it should have, if you put too many buttons, then it will be crowded. So don't put too many buttons. But if, let's say, this is like only 2 sections website, but let's say if it was a 5-section website, then there would be in the center, I won't put a button there, but there will be 1 button on the top, 1 in the middle, and 1 in the bottom. So 2 of the section out of the 5 will not have buttons, because if you put that too many buttons, then it would see, okay, this guy is really desperate to get me as a customer.
Okay. That makes sense. And then the other question while I'm thinking about it, what's your thoughts on the movement or automation of the buttons, like bouncing or, teeter-tottering? What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, that's a very good question. What I usually like, you're talking about the animation, right? In here, should it slide up or down, right or left, So when you're selecting the animation, it's the position of the button that is what is the deciding factor of which animation you should use. If it is, right now it is on the middle, so it should either slide from the top or from the bottom. That would be good. But if it is on the right side, let's put this button on the right side. Let's say I put, for example, this button is there. It doesn't look good, but let's say our setting is like this, that this button is here, then it should slide from left to right. Okay.
Right. But what about
But
like the bouncing one? Like, is that become more, like there's a loop one if you go down further?
there are the bounces one like this one, maybe this one.
I think there's one
Okay.
that just kind of like teeter totters back. I don't like when they slide onto the
Like this one.
the page. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Is that been
That also creates an urgency to
right?
do it. It's a good option, but don't use it again and again within one page. Now,
Right.
this is my advice to everybody. When you're creating your website, do not make it too long. Why? Because on the mobile view, we have lesser real estate. And when we scroll down too long, I won't be scrolling down. That's my habit. And most of the people will be having the same habit. I'm not a design guy. So if I don't want to see too long of a website, I don't scroll. Like, take it this way. Your phone, you have a phone in hand, and when you're scrolling too much, your hand is getting tired. You will leave that site. So create your page small, not too long. But the button animation, yeah, if we put the animation right in here, won't look good because that is the first button. I don't want to seem desperate in here. But in the bottom button, yes, I want the animation to be bouncy. Now he has already read my unique features. And now I'm creating urgency in him to actually click on it. But on the top one, I don't want this particular one to bounce or do anything. So I will, okay, let's just leave the button. Maybe simple, like,
Don't they have one that just highlights it a little, like it glows? I think there's like a glowing one. I
that
think when
is in here if we want to like uh this one. Okay, no. Full width, BG style, vertical spacing, horizontal spacing, border, shadow. Okay, there.
isn't it in the automation? I thought there was one that just glowed in the back.
Yeah, this one. It glows, but for glowing, it's not looking very good because the color is. Let me change the color to something. Okay, this one, and what about this one? What is this color? This is the subtext color. Okay, not the subtext. Let me put this one was like this one. This one. Where is the color of the button?
For glowing?
For glowing, where there we go. Background color.
Yeah.
Let me. So now the glow will be a little bit highlighted, but not too much. That would
Okay.
look good. But if the glow is too much on your very first button, don't make it desperate, but make it okay. Little glow is good. We can have like it's making them click on this. But this one, yeah, create the urgency in here. Essentially, your job is to collect their data to make them purchase your product. So what we need to do is we need to create a landing page or optimize a landing page and how we can highlight our own products benefits, how we can make them go to the area where our benefits are mentioned.
What can I ask one more question on the button and then I should be good?
Yeah, go ahead.
When you were talking about the subtitles, it used to be always, click here or, in very specific of, and has that attitude kind of changed? Because it seems like there's more, just the heading and no subtitle.
Sometimes we like to put the subheading, but most of the time we don't because that makes it crowded. The button becomes a way too big, and according to the design psychology, the button should not be too big, too fat. If I make this button like, let's say, if let me make this button a little smaller somewhere. Like, let's say we make this ridiculously big. Now the button is way too fat. It would always look very, it doesn't look good. So when we put the subheading there, like let's say something in here, and let's make its font like black. Now it's too fatty. The button is too fatty. So to keep it slim, we don't usually use the subheading, but sometimes we like to use, like, create a very simple message, like where it says join the private Facebook group now, and you can put a very simple thing like it's free. That might capture his attention back to click on it. So the subheadline can be helping sentence, can be attention grabber as well. Okay. Good, Joreen? Okay. Hey,
I'm
John.
many questions.
Hi, David. Good morning.
Hey, how are
Maybe-
you, sir? Nice to
Good,
see
good,
you
good, David.
again.
Back.
I always miss you. Okay. Okay, so you missed the starting part. Basically, what we are talking about today is how we can make our website so people can compelled to purchase our product. Okay, and the very important thing that I mentioned in the start is whenever you create your website, two things. When that website opens up, the very first page, this is your section 1. Even though it looks like two different sections, this is your section 1. If this section is unable to grab the attention of your viewer or your potential customer, he won't be scrolling down. Make it attractive and compel them to click on the button. If you are unable to make them click on the button, at least make them compelled to scroll down to the unique features about your product, and then put the button right below that so they don't have to scroll up and click on the button again. Don't overcrowd your website with buttons, but after the unique features, always put the button so they click right away, because when you're reading the unique features, you will be, okay, I like this feature, I should buy it. Right away, you click it. That's the human psyche. The other point that I mentioned is do not create your web pages way too long. Because what happens is when we look at, okay, let me show you its mobile preview, and let me select, okay, let's select iPhone 14 Pro. This is the preview on the mobile iPhone 14. Now, see, this is the screen that it is opening up. There would be some notifications, so this portion is cut off. Now the button is there, Merry Christmas, a good picture, and how much scroll down he has to do. If that scrolling is way too much, he will leave your site. His hand will get tired, he will leave your site, he will go away. So keep his attention on our website. To keep his attention on our website, what we need to do is keep the web page, one page need to be not too lengthy, because on the mobile view, it's gonna have different. And this is a tip. Whenever you are designing your website, you have this option to click on the inspect. And okay, let me first close it. Click on the right click and then click on the inspect, and then click on this button. This will give you the preview of the desktop or the mobile preview. It's just a suggestion. Use it. That will give you how it would look on your mobile, and you can choose the device from in here. That will have like different resolutions already created in your browser setting. Most of the browser has the popular devices, mobile devices already added in here. Like, let's say iPad mini, that's how much the real estate the iPad mini has. So does it look good on there? And does it look good on iPhone, like let's say XR? So now here you see this section looks way too fatty. So we need to change something in here for the iPhone rather than on the iPad mini. It looks good, but on iPhone XR, it doesn't look good. So we have to find out the common ground. What should be the size? How much font size should be there? How much real estate or pictures I'm going to use? Should I display my icons in here in the mobile view or not? These all decisions impact your customers' psyche. Essentially, when we are creating any website, we are playing with the psyche of our potential customer. So keep that in mind that if he's scrolling way too much, or if you are putting way too much information, it's going to bore him and he will go away. So put in only precise information, the very unique point about your product. So when he click on your product, now let's say you have multiple products and you have, okay, let me close this. You have multiple products and like there are two products. One is Merry, the other is Christmas. Now, two products, the unique features side by side for Merry and Christmas are listed in here, and how when he clicks on Merry, he would be all about those features that are talking about Merry, and when he clicks on the Christmas, it will be talking all about that. That is how you are now funneling his attention to a very specific product. Okay, so and now other thing is when you're creating your website, do search on this color theory. Sorry, my spelling are very bad. Follow this. What is the color theory? Read about this. Basically, I'm not way too expert in this, but these are the colors. Which color is complementing which other color? So use them accordingly. The yellow is complementary color is purple. So with yellow, you can use the purple. If you are using yellow with like red, is that a complementary color? No, it's not. It's going to look bad in the design. So when you're creating your website, use the color theory to put up your images and background designs using the color theory, this thing, to design your buttons, your fonts, and the colors need to complement each other. The women know it much better. Us men, if we are designing anything, we know lesser than women, and our eyes can see less colors. So the color theory can come in handy and can help us in selecting the color choices. I'm very bad with the color. My wife used to say this thing a lot. So here is the funny tip. My wife used to select the clothing for me for every day because she was like, you never know what to wear in combination to the shirt and pant. You're always mixing up the stupid colors. So there you go. Now you have the actual answer in here because our eyes can see less spectrum of colors and we don't have that much sense about the colors. So use the color theory and design your website with that. With the help of color theory, you can create very attractive pages. I'm very bad in designing, so I'm not going to tell you how to create an excellent design. But what I can tell you in here is how you can grab the attention of your potential customer, how you can compel him to different section and make him click on or fill out a form or purchase your product. It's all about how you are making him scroll or clicking on the button for that. And one more thing that I would tell you is when you're talking about your products, especially the unique features, list them very carefully. Do not brag about your product, but list your product features the unique features very carefully, highlight a few of them, and keep one or two hidden. So when a customer fills out an inquiry form about your product, you could actually tell him another unique feature which was not listed on your website to compel him to purchase the product. Essentially, do not show all your cards right away on your website right there, because that will make your website not only longer and it will make the customer bored, but it gives you few cards hidden in your pocket to show him when he is talking to you directly. Yes, Jareen, please go ahead. You have hand raised.
I was just going to note two things on color. If you actually go and grab the Amazon code for the color of their button, it is proven that that has, and they've spent a lot of money on the psychology of that. But I have found that since pairing my buttons up to that color, that has increased open rates and follow through on that. The other thing, especially now with all the chat GPT, colors are also related to our emotions. So like blue is a safe color. Green and red, if you think that that just happens to be, the colors that they chose for Christmas, it's not. It's actually very intentional. Red and green are very highly motivated colors and for you to take action on. So if you're ever interested, you can just chat GPT it and just ask for the emotional meanings behind color. Like if you have ever been in like a yellow kitchen and you wondered why it's always chaotic, yellow is a very vibrant, emotionally charged color. So you'll get that as well. So just thought I'd throw that out there.
It's a really good suggestion. I only read about the Facebook colors theme. When they selected the blue color for their logo and main theme color, that is the color, that is the happy color, which compels you to stay on it. And if you observe it, we have the blue colors button every time, and that grabs your attention. The publish button is more highlighted rather than the save button. So it's the same psyche. We have applied it on the software, the sale process software in here as well. And if you look at how our sections are designed, the green is like the big section, then there is this, the purple one, the columns, the orange is the element. Those colors are different, just to show you how it is working when even you are creating. That way you don't get bored from the sale process builder. That's what we have applied in here as well. Essentially, the colors and the precise wording, that's what are the key parameters to keep your customer or potential customer immersed in the experience of your website. And then he would be ultimately, because you are punching him back and forth with different psychological tools, he would be compelled to click on the button. And the button is what we need to click. Maybe he's purchasing, maybe he's going for fill out the form and all those, basically that one. Now, if to my understanding, what we get out of this, do not forget your main area, the section type. Second thing is color. The unique feature about your product, they need to be precise, and do not list all of those features. Keep hiding at least one or two very unique feature. So when they are talking, like if they are filling out the inquiry form and you're talking to them, you need to present them. Okay, if you didn't buy the product right away, this is the unique feature that I was hiding. You get this feature as well. Okay, and it's the same thing. You might have seen, we have like this one, the timer, or the jumping animation that we have put up on the button. Those are creating the urgency, and those urgencies can compel a person to purchase the product. Like, so you might have visited a site which will say, okay, the discount is for next 24 hours only, or next 2 hours only, something like that. That timer is putting you in a psychological mode with the urgency to make you, compel you to purchase the product. Use those tools in here. But when you're using any psychological tool like the timer or the animation, do not overuse it. Use it only once in your website. Like this jumping effect, if I put this on this button as well, now the person won't be clicking even after reading, because he was already used to of that animation from looking at this button. He would read the animation, and because his mind was already tuned to see that animation, he won't be clicking. But because we didn't put up that animation in here, now after reading the unique feature, his mind would jump. Why this button is jumping? He might be clicking that. So use the psychological tool to make your customer purchase your product, but don't overuse it. Okay. Also, when you're putting up the unique feature, here is one interesting thing. Here you see there is one headline, some text below it, but why there is an icon right beside here? That is creating an emotional bond with your customer or potential customer. Now, when we have like a group of people bunched together here, people talking to each other or shaking hands, these icons are creating a mental bond with your customer, and he would read this paragraph keeping this in view. So if your icon is really attached to your text, then it will create a very long-lasting impact on his mind, which will make him scroll down and click on the button. That is what our target is all about. Okay. Now, other thing is, how do we position our text? How do we position our pictures? How do we position our headlines, the unique features? Right now I have only 3, so I put them in the center. If I have like 6 of them, should I make a long list in here, or should I put them side by side? And if I put them side by side, does that look like book? So those are the design choices. When you create, and do show it to somebody else and ask his review. What do you saw the very first glance? If he saw that particular information, which was the highlight of your product, then your design is absolutely right. If he saw something else, like let's say this is what, and we glance at one time, what is the one thing that we should be able to see? Merry Christmas. That is the main thing. If he didn't see the Merry Christmas, that's my product, then he won't be clicking on this button. So put your design choices according to that on the very first glance, it should talk about your product. It should be talking maybe the name of the product, maybe the picture of the product, or the advantage of the product. That's what the first glance should highlight, and then it will automatically grab his attention, and he would be compelled to click on the button. If it didn't do its job properly, then at least he would be scrolling down. Now, obviously, if I don't put this icon in here, he would still scroll it down. But putting up this arrow in here give him an ease of mind, and he would obviously scroll down. He would understand there is something down that is important. And that's where your main headline comes up. Here you see the headline is overlapping to each other. That is the deliberate design choice that we have made to the space between the two lines is nearly diminished. But that is keeping the wording together, because the whole website is themed for in the center. Everything is happening in the center. If you have left justified or right justified site, do consider your potential customer targets. If your customer are from Gulf, obviously the right-oriented site would be better. But for the English one, the left one is. Don't overdo those values for your potential customer, because essentially the whole world is your customer. So don't create way too much localized content. That way your foreign customer, if they happen to see your ad and they visit your site, they would feel, okay, this is very localized content, maybe I don't need it. At least that is what happens with me when I'm visiting some site which is listing like mobile phone. That was my experience recently. If I'm trying to purchase a mobile phone, and one of the site that was from Gulf, it had all the right orientation, right wording. But what made me go away from that website was too much Arabic wording. I can't read the Arabic. Now, he lost me. He had a good pricing, and I forgot about his site. I only remembered the pricing of the product. And when I actually went to purchase the product, I only remembered the pricing. I never remembered the website where I was looking at the actual product, because the Arabic wording or the Arabic sentences, too many Arabic sentences took away my attention. I didn't remember his brand. So he lost me. Localize your content, but don't overdo it. The balance is the key feature in anything. Put some animation there. Don't overdo it. Same thing, the color theory can help you. The justification of the content can help you. The visual elements like the icon and images, these icons are actually highlighting what you're gonna say in this paragraph. So make sure your icons that you put up in here or the pictures, they need to be very precise about the paragraph that you have written in here for your customer. That will create the positive impact, which will be everlasting, and that will ultimately make him compelled to click on the button to purchase your product. Okay, I think I have yapped a lot. So time for you guys to ask your questions. Please unmute yourself and ask your questions about the topic that we were discussing.
Hey, David.
Hey.
David, I'm running a weekly webinar. So if I add the date here, like right now I do this Sunday and then it just keeps running. But if I add a date here or the timer, is there any way of it resetting when the webinar starts for the next week? So the ad keeps running. I don't have to worry about changing it.
Yes, you can. What you can do is, okay, for the design one, you can use the custom value and populate that custom value using the automation. Use the date feature in the action and change it after every week. Put the weight, update that custom value, and it will automatically update that custom value on your website as well.
Okay, so custom value to keep resetting every week, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
That will automatically. So what you will do is you will put one custom value in here, and that custom value will be updated through the workflow, which is running on the date feature. Okay, update this custom value after 7 days by this date, after 7 days by this date, by this date, by this date, by this date. You can do that.
Done.
And time, if we there is this custom value like right now or time now that we usually use for copyright in the bottom, like copyrighted 2024. Now we are in 25. So either we go to all our website and change that date manually, or we can use that custom value time now, and it will automatically put the year date. It will always say, okay, copyright 2024, 25, 26, so on and so forth, whichever year it is. So use that feature as well.
Done. Okay.
Any question from Shabim? Sir?
So far, no questions.
And what about you, Zubair? Badr, Badri Zubair, do you have any question for me? Yeah, the guy with the glasses, with the blue reflection on his glasses. Oh, come on, wear that. I like that. Come on. Yeah. Do you have any question for me, sir?
Yeah, I was looking at the sales process here. I'm trying to find this template.
Or
But
it might be our internal template. I just picked up and showed you what we
okay.
usually do. It might be okay, let me see if we have that. Where was I actually? It is like the yeah, it's our internal template probably.
So it's called Q4 holiday. Yeah? Let me try.
Yeah, Trailblaze Christmas promotion to join Facebook group. That is the one that I was showing you.
Okay. I've done one.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to show us? Let me
Maybe.
see, where is the screen share button? Okay. Where are my controls? Am I sharing screens right now? Okay. Ah, there we go. Okay, share your screen. Show us your design. And please don't mind if I critique.
No
Okay.
problem. Sure. I want to be critique. Not not
Yeah. Please share now.
okay.
Okay, your screen is coming up. Good. Show us the design.
So this one I did it during one of the sessions also. So this one and this one is very simple because I wanted to try it for the first time.
It's okay. It's okay. We start simple so we learn it and then we can make it complicated. That's a good idea.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, scroll down. Okay, your best email. That's a good one. Okay. Now, do tell me what should grab the attention. Essentially, your target is to make your customer fill out their email address right about here. So,
Yes.
so how is your design compelling them to put their email address in this box? Now, let me tell you how they are getting. Not only this picture is telling them, okay, this is how it can be. And then this orange color is grabbing their attention from that picture. And then this wording is making them put their email in here. So that's a very good design, a picture that will show what is the actual target, then a bright color heading, and then the subheading is making them compelled to put their email address in here. That's a good design.
Okay, good.
Yeah. But now, if you want suggestions, what you need to do is see the difference in here because this section is kind of more white than this section. So to merge it, either make this section more white as well or make this a little bit gray to match the background.
Okay.
That will make it more seamless.
Uh-huh.
So he won't be able to resist the temptation to put his email address. Okay.
All right.
That's the only change that I suggest you. Rest
Okay,
about it's a good design.
my question here is this one, connect domain. I just click this, right?
Yeah, this is to connect your actual domain. When you click on it, it will right now it is, yeah, select your domain from the list.
This one.
No, the other one. always put your website on the domain that doesn't have the www in it, and then save it. And one more thing, click on this back button. And though this is not relevant to design, but I want to show you one more thing. And go to settings in bottom left corner, and then go to domains. Go to the bottom settings in the bottom left corner. This one, and then scroll this menu downwards to domains. Scroll down, please. There we go. And domains, good. There we go. Now here you see this information mark. So what happens is if you put your website on the www domain, what it will do, it will disconnect it. It won't work. Now, what the system has set up, if they type this domain or the domain with the www, it will automatically take them to the correct page. If you put your website on the www, it won't take them to the correct page. That is called URL redirect. That is set up right below the domains in here, which is set up like this. If somebody types your domain with www, it will automatically redirect them to the correct page on the non-www version of your domain. Okay. So if somebody has their root domain connected in here and they are not using the URL redirect, please create the URL redirect for your www domain. That will be much better than creating two different pages, connecting them every time together. That will be rather difficult. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. How about you? Okay, if I pronounce your name incorrect, please don't kill me, but Bharat, could you please unmute and show us any of your design or anything like that? Or Kate, maybe, or Ving? No volunteers? Okay, no worries. How about you, John? Show me your website where you talk about your webinar every week.
Oh yeah, I have another issue also. 1 minute, let me share screen.
Sure.
My calendar says it's not integrated, but I'm all connected to all calendars.
That
This
is an
one
interesting issue. Where it says it's not integrated?
on the top here.
There is a problem integration these calendars on for these appointment. Oh, okay. Go to my profile.
Okay. When I click here, I think it goes to my profile directly. This one? Oh, this is integrations.
No, go to the my profile and let's see if it is connected in here. No worries, Wang. Yes, so it is connected correctly in here. Okay, and click on the edit button. Okay, click on the edit button right here. And okay. Okay, select do not add new events to any of the calendar and save it, and then save it one more time. It's
Hit it one more time.
add it one more time, and it is still saving it.
Oh,
Refresh the page. It's
okay.
While
There
he's
we
doing
go.
that, what happened to our live chat the last weekend?
Live chat. What happened to that? Sorry, I'm unaware.
It wasn't on for like over the weekend at all. I think it just came up today.
That is interesting. I will ask my team about that. I didn't know that there was some sort of shortage. Let's save it. Okay, now click on the reintegrate button right here, and let's see what it does. It is connected. Oh, it's okay. Give me 1 second. Let me try it on my end too. Give me 1 second. So your is story influence. Could you tell me, Jodine, when did the chat went offline?
I know for sure it was Saturday, because I was planning on actually seeing if I could get somebody to help me hook up the shipping, and they were not on Saturday morning, Sunday, Monday. What's today? Tuesday? I got a email, or I noticed in the Facebook group that it was back up from Andrew
I
today.
see. Okay. So were we adding something? Okay, I'll ask about it. I don't think we were adding some feature, and we don't take the chat down so easily. So there might be some technical issue. I'm not sure about it. Okay, let me see if
I can tell you when it's off. Just go to the Facebook group, because I always holler out. I'm like, "Where's my lifeline?" It's happened a few times.
I see. Okay. Contain and shape or deep. Okay, calendars. And open. This is the one. And we add it. Okay, and the location is custom. That is good. And what is the problem in here? Okay. Connection availability. John, could you share your screen one more time and go to the calendars? I don't have actually complete access to your account, so I might need to see it on your side. Yeah, calendars and connection, you are at the right place. Okay, and okay, yeah, that is connected. Okay, scroll down. That is correctly connected. 1 and 2. Oh, conflict calendar. And this is the right one, Jian, for the. Okay, I'll check with the support about this, but it seems your calendar is correctly connected. It should not be saying this. Okay, click on this, your name, and yeah, that's the one that is connected correctly. Okay, I'll check with the support. What is this error about? Could you please take a snapshot of this and put it in the Zoom chat for me?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that will.
If you have time, my Zoom is not hooked up, and it says it is.
No,
And
it
it
says
says,
I'm unable to send this file because admin restrictions.
oh my goodness, where is the host tool?
Will it help if you take a snapshot directly from there?
Okay, let me take a snapshot. Okay, there we go. Okay, did it save for me? Yeah, it did. Okay, got it. I got the snapshot. I'll check on it.
Done.
Just
Thank
give me
you.
1 second. And there we go. Okay, ma'am, you can please share your screen, ma'am, and we can check out your Zoom integration.
It was Jodine. Let me push around here.
Sure.
Okay, where do you want me to go?
Go to settings in bottom left corner.
Next.
And then my profile. And then scroll this my profile a bit down, the white area.
Oh.
And in here, there will be video conference somewhere. You're in the business profile. Click on my profile and then scroll down.
Where's, oh, my profile. Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, a bit more down. See here, there a bit up, a bit up. And there is video conference right below the heading. Yeah, click on that. And does it show any error?
It says error, but it
Yeah,
has
then
the email address on there.
yeah, so just click on the delete button on the right side and connect your Zoom one more time, and that will fix it. Click on add new and then connect your Zoom, and that's about it. Okay?
Oh, all right.
Okay,
I
great.
did not see that. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so that's about it. And let me grab. Okay, so the homework. The homework is create or edit a landing page. Share a screenshot of your landing page where it's highlighting the top 3 benefits of your offer. The thing that I was showing you, the unique selling features about your product. So I put that in the message as well, Zoom chat as well. That is your homework. Please put it with the hashtag sale process win, and we'll see you next week. Okay. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.
Have a great day, everyone. Bye.
Thank you very
Bye.
much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.